All right, let's talk about longevity, okay? When it comes to longevity, okay, if you really think of some successful people. Give me some successful people you guys know in Instagram, life, whatever, maybe anything. Mark Cuban, let's put that as an example. Great, let's talk about Mark Cuban. How many of you guys know who Alex Hormozi is? How many of you guys know who Gary Vee is? How many of you guys know who Kobe Bryant is? Okay, awesome. So these are successful people in your opinion. Why are they so successful? What did they do that guarantees success? They failed, they learned, they dominated, they inspire people, da-da-da. But let me ask you this. How many people in the business world created 1 year success, 1 year, what we call them one night wonders, and all of a sudden they disappear? A lot. Yeah, it could be those people. I mean, they're small. I wouldn't say they're successful. I would say they maybe create a little bit of success. But the common theme in all these people is, if you really think about it, it took them what? The problem that most people have when it comes to creating any kind of success, in my opinion, what I've realized is that most people want to do it really, 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 really fast. They think that because microwave society of 2024, Instagram society, Snapchat society, everything is about what? Like this, speed, 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 speed. Everything is changing every single day like this. They really want to create success in a matter of fucking days, weeks, or months. Instead of talking in decades, right? They're talking weeks, okay? How do I know that? Well, let's look at some of the examples that we have in society. How many times do you guys watch Instagram ads or TikTok ads or Facebook ads, and you see people saying, this guy created this amount in 3 months, and we're going to do this and this in 90 days, and all this. Everything's about, well, fucking creating success in 60 days, 90 days, fucking couple of weeks, couple of months, right or wrong. And they try to sell you that package of like, oh my God, you're going to create success in a matter of a couple of months. Whereas most of these people did not create success in a matter of months. Not even in a matter of years. It took them 5 to 10 years to really create that kind of success that you're talking about. True or not true? Let's talk about Mark Cuban, right? Was Mark Cuban anybody when he was fucking 18, 19 years old? No. But it took him time. He was someone because he sold his first company, but he didn't create massive success the way he is today, right? If you really think about it, he created a lot of success over a long period of time. How many hours did he put into his business? How many hours did he put into his craft? A lot. There's a lot of people that create success really quickly because they got hit by luck, struck by lightning, and all of a sudden, boom, they created success, but 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they're nowhere to be found, right? And I don't think you guys want that, right? Which is why you said one of those names. I don't know. I don't know what he is, and by the way, he may be successful, may not. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is this: that most successful people, it's all about longevity. Like the Rock. How many of you guys think the Rock is successful? Pretty freaking successful. Almost, he's a billionaire, right? Because and it's crazy because if you think about it, how did he start? He started out with football. They didn't make it on the football team, and all of a sudden he went to WWE. Made it there, then he went into, he became like, I think he did a movie called A Mummy or something in acting, right? And then now he's like one of the top actors in the world. He gets paid more than any other actor, right? What is it that creates this kind of success? It's longevity, right? It's time, right? And a lot of people make this mistake. They think that they have to hop around from shit to shit, from job to job, from business to business, industry to industry. And they don't realize that what you really are doing is you're planting a seed, right? When you plant the seed, what happens to that seed? It grows only if you do what? With water. If you overwater it, will it grow? No, because it doesn't matter how much water you give it. It needs what? It needs some time, right? It needs progression. So the way I look at things is seed time, progression time, and harvest time, right? There's a time to get the fruit. There's a time to let the thing progress and grow, and there's a time for it to plant the seed. So most people, what they do is this. They plant the seed, and they do this. And they look at that fucking seed. And they water it. And they fucking open the shade to make sure the sun hits it. And they're like sitting there doing this every fucking day. Watching it, waking up in the morning getting excited about fucking the seed. Right? And they're not giving it enough time, and they get so mad because a week goes by, a month goes by, and nothing really happens to it. What do? They say, fuck this seed. And then that seed over 5 years, guess what happens? It grows into a big ass tree. But because you were not there to pay attention to it, you're somewhere else, you lost on that fruit. Longevity, how do they stay in business for the next fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years? Right? And a lot of people make this mistake. They're thinking about next week. You probably don't even know what you're going to do this Friday. But you got to have a plan, guys. And I'm not saying you need to have a plan at 19 years old because you can confuse as shit, and it's okay. But you have to understand that you have to put yourself into something, and instead of saying, oh, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks or 2 months, how many of you guys, be honest, you go into a job, you're like, man, this doesn't work out in 2 weeks, I'm out. If it doesn't work out in 2 months, I'm out. I'm going to give it 6 months. How many of you guys did that before? Right? I'm going to give it, be honest, we all done that. Oh, I'm going to give it 6 months. Whereas my mentality, and this is what kind of I think kind of helped me out, because I always try to look back at what got me to where I am today and what can I do again that can help me get to the next level, right? I remember every single job that I started, in my mind, in my sick mind, I actually thought I was doing it for 10 years. I genuinely thought that when I started knocking on doors, I actually thought I was going to do it for 10 years. I'm like, you know what? For the next fucking 10 years, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to milk this shit for 10 years. And you guys know that it's very hard to have something last for 10 years, right or wrong? 10 years is a long fucking time. Being in a relationship for 10 years is really difficult. I commend anyone that's in a relationship for 10 years with someone, because that's not easy. Lots of challenges, lots of ups, lots of downs. People make it happen, though, after 10 years, right or wrong? Anybody got parents that are married for 10 years plus? They figured it out, right? They know the secret, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, for the next 10 years, this is what I'm going to do. Now, how scary is that thought for most people? You're like, oh my God, well, I don't know what's going to happen. But the way my sick mind worked was I was like, I'm going to do something for the next 10 fucking years. And if it happens for 10 years, great. But if not, I will pivot when I need to pivot. But the reason why I think in decades, because if you really think about creating success, I'll give you guys another example. Social media, perfect fucking example. Perfect example, okay? How many of you guys think I started social media a year ago or 2 years ago? I started doing social media in 2015, okay? Now, I wasn't consistent in certain spots. Certain times I didn't know what I was doing. I was new to it. But I was posting at least once or twice a week, minimum, since 2015. I started with Facebook Lives. I started then with Instagram. Then I started to go with, I did Snapchat. I figured it out. But nothing really changed until about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, right? And it took me think about it, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, right? For 6 years, 5, 6 years straight, I had like 10,000 followers, nothing. No action, nobody really knows anything about me, nothing for 10 years, for 5 years, 6 years. All of a sudden, 2022, 2023, boom, boom. Why did that happen? Is it because I told myself I'm going to do fucking social media and post content for the next 10 years. I genuinely said that. I said, I'm going to do this shit for 10 years, and if it works out, great. If after 10 years it doesn't work out, I need to change something, right? And somehow, some way, a lot of people think that success happens by fucking luck or chance. But do you think that me going from 10 to 100,000 followers happened in a month and a half, 2 months, couple of months? Or do you think it happened in 6, 7, 8 years? Think about that, right? Because what happens is you post a video, you post a video, you post a video, you post a video. You get 5 fucking views. You get 20 fucking views. You get 100 fucking views. You get 1,000 fucking views. Whatever it may be. You get 1 follower, 2 followers, 10 followers. It doesn't really matter, but you post. You don't have that much success. I remember when I went on TikTok, I'll never forget this, right? And Matthew, I think we just became friends at that time, but I literally posted 100 videos for 100 days straight. 100 videos. Every day I posted on TikTok for 100 fucking days straight. And I will never forget, I got 100 fucking followers. And then I remember between 100 and 110 videos, poop, I went to 10K. One video just fucking blew up. And I had one video that did fucking millions of views. I don't remember how many millions. Millions. The comments were going crazy. Huh? No, not that video. It was on a TikTok. My TikTok exploded because of one video. It was me talking about renting a car or something like that instead of buying a car. Some shit like that. I was wearing my fucking shorts. I had a Sephora bag in my hand. It was the funniest thing ever, right? And I was just acting stupid, but Matt at the time, who was, Ray at the time, who was recording me, we put it up there and it fucking exploded. I was getting shit on by people. I had haters up the ass. I didn't care. It was so funny. Oh, look at this guy wearing a Sephora bag. All this bullshit. It was fucking hilarious. Some people liked it. Some people didn't. But that video went fucking crazy viral on TikTok. That's what helped me grow on TikTok. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. And share it with someone that can actually be impacted by this video. I appreciate you guys. And once again, thank you for showing us support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next video.